What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, looking at a brand new Super Troll card coming out of Code of the Duelist called Transmission Gear, and I absolutely love this card. I don't even care if it's good, bad. I read the effect, and I was like, wait a minute, I gotta read this shit again. I know I didn't read it right, and it has such an amazing effect. It is so far out of the box that I just love this card. Have you guys ever seen a card and you knew that you just wanted to play it? You didn't care what deck it was. You didn't care if the card was good or not. You just read the effect and you thought, that is so awesome. I have to play this in something. This is one of those cards for me. I can honestly look at this card and think, this might be one of my top 10 favorite cards of all time just because of how unique the effect is. And if you think that I'm exaggerating with calling it a super troll card, like, I'm not. I'm going to read the effect and you guys will just, you let me know if I'm exaggerating at that point. So during damage calculation, if a monster you control battles an opponent's monster, play a game of rock, paper, scissors with your opponent. If the result is a draw, play again. So Konami is saying, God damn it, keep playing until someone wins and make the losing player banish their battling monster face down. So it's probably not coming back if Pot of Desires has taught us anything. I love this effect. I think that is glorious. I can just tell you guys, I can go ahead and save you the trouble. This card is honestly not that good. I can't think of anything like that would probably want to run this. Obviously not Geargia, even though the Geargia monsters are on there, but I just love the effect. For starters, I think that this is the only card in Yu-Gi-Oh that forces you to play a game within a game, and just that thought alone is awesome because you're already playing the game of Yu-Gi-Oh and then you have to play the game of rock paper scissors inside of that. And it's just so funny because there's so many different weird things that can come up. Like, what if your opponent doesn't know how to play rock paper scissors? What if they're unfamiliar? You're playing like a 5-year-old kid and they don't know what rock paper scissors is. What if you could just constantly get draws? I mean, is there a ruling where you can only have so many draws before it's like a coin flip or something like that? Like, that would be amazing. How does this card work on Dev Pro and on Dueling Book? I actually want to play it on that just to see how it fucking like resolves and to see if it takes you back to the rock paper scissors screen and whatnot. And I just think in general, I really like cards that either force player interaction or that encourage it. Like, I've always loved the card Yu-Gi-Oh! Friendship. That's the card where you offer your opponent a handshake, and then if they accept the handshake, you combine both players' life points and then cut them in half, I believe. But I know you offer them a handshake, and if you have unity in your hand, they have to accept your handshake. I like that. I like that this forces player interaction. Your opponent doesn't have a choice. They have to play rock, paper, scissors with you. I think that this card is awesome. It's not even a good card, but the effect is, it's so unique that I was thinking about it. I was like, I gotta find some top 10 for this to be on, because I don't think, like, this effect is so far outside of the box in Yu-Gi-Oh! Maybe, would you guys watch a video, the top 10 weirdest card effects of all time? Because I think that this would be top 5 on there, somewhere around that. What's it called? Yu-Gi-Oh! Friendship would be on there too, because it's a card that makes you offer your opponent a handshake. So what do you guys think of Transmission Gear? I would kind of like if Konami did more cards like this. I see right here, it looks like they're doing either a handshake or some type of arm wrestling with the Geargia monsters. I mean, I think that would be fucking crazy too, if there was a card where like you had to arm wrestle your opponent and whoever won got like life points or something like that. They could have actually made this card competitively one way. If they would have made Transmission Gear a continuous trap, I think this would have, it would have had some potential, because if you get it right, you basically would have been +1, and then if you got it right during your next turn, you would have been +2, and your opponent's monsters are face down banished, so they're not coming back. Like, that would have actually been pretty good, and your opponent would have probably been scared to attack your monsters at that point, because it just wouldn't have been worth the risk. If you guys have ever played like Dark Sanctuary, the field spell for the Destiny board deck, like, after someone gets it wrong like twice, they stop attacking because they're like, it's not even worth it anymore. Same thing with like Fairy Box. If people get it wrong more than once, they just stop attacking because it's not worth it. So this could have been maybe competitive if it would have been a continuous trap, but potentially taking a neg 2 for a one-time activation, I'll pass on that. I'll just play this in troll decks with Convulsion of Nature and Yu-Gi-Oh! Friendship and a bunch of shit like that. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already.